Welcome, administration, family, friends, staff, and of course the stars of this morning, the UC Davis graduates of fall 2008. I remember my first day on campus, that same first day away from home. At 6:50 p.m., my roommate calls and says that someone called for me, and all she could remember from that conversation were the following words. Tonight, CS meeting, Hunt 100, 7 p.m., free pizza, be there. So, naturally, I figured that the Computer Science Club was having its first meeting and saw this as a chance to understand the programming skills needed to succeed in my classes. So, being me, I made a CD of programs I wrote in the last year and rushed out the door. A few minutes later, I walk in to hear about 100 people soulfully singing about the silent night and figure, okay, maybe this is what the faculty recommends would be stress relievers for late nights at labs, music. So I joined them in singing, figuring that this is perhaps what the new independent college life has to teach me. It took me a little less than 6 minutes to realize that I was not in a programming club meeting, and so I promptly put the CD away and surrendered in my seat. Obviously, after conversations with the rather understanding girls next to me, it hit me. The CS that I thought meant computer science was actually a Christian studies meeting. Deciding that I was already there and figuring that it would be rude to get up and leave after walking in late, I decided to stay for the meeting and, of course, the free pizza dinner. Although I was not intending to be there, I made some great friends who I'll continue to cherish throughout my life. More importantly, I learned my first lesson. Sometimes you'll find yourself in places you didn't expect or plan for. During those times, follow your heart and just stay. You may be surprised by what's waiting for you. Endless friendships, a meaningful understanding of a new religion, or maybe even free pizza. But regardless of what life may throw at you and how things may turn out, one thing is for sure. Your family will always be there to love and support you and to laugh at you. And well, in my case, sometimes laugh at me. Family. To all the mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, uncles, aunts, and because I'm truly blessed today, my grandparents, thank you so much for watching us grow into adulthood in tiny, crucial steps. On behalf of my peers, I'd like to say thank you to the family and friends for helping us take that first step and helping us take the next step into the real world. Now, to my peers, my friends, fellow artists, historians, linguists, scientists, writers, dreamers, and thinkers, I have 2 wishes for you here today. First of all, believe like a child, and second of all, persevere like an ant. First of all, believe like a child. Now, I'm not suggesting that you start believing in fairies again, but rather that you should embrace the unadulterated optimism of a child and find it in yourselves. Enjoy the smaller things. Find your spark that keeps you alive. Set those unreasonable goals and work for them. Most importantly, believe that nothing is impossible. If individuals could beat the 4-minute mile, win 8 gold medals in 8 straight Olympic events, win rights for entire countries, and give humans the ability to fly and see around the world, perhaps nothing really is impossible. I'd like to share with you the following words from my favorite childhood author, Dr. Seuss, from Oh, the Places You'll Go. You have brains in your head, feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know. And you're the guy or girl who'll decide where to go. Graduates, find the child in you, and once again, believe that you can be the best. And soon, you'll start to see that your mind and body will make those tiny changes consistent with your belief. It's because Theodore Seuss Geisel never lost the ability to see through the eyes of a child that he became wildly successful and influenced my life and hopefully yours. Second of all, inspire to live like ants. Ants have so much to teach us about perseverance and diligence. I hope at least some of you, in that childlike curiosity, have spent time messing with an ant's wit by sticking an object in an ant's way. When it needs to get to its destination, you'll notice that it'll go around, over, under, and across the block to get where it needs to go. Talk about perseverance. I'm reminded of Aesop's story of the ant and the grasshopper, in which the ant works hard in the withering heat all summer long, building his house and laying up supplies for the winter. The grasshopper thinks he's a fool and prances and plays the summer away. When winter hits, the ant is well fed, while the grasshopper starves and suffers the bitter cold. I encourage all of you to remember to live like those ants and prepare yourselves for any winters or grasshoppers that may come your way. If the analogy of an ant is too abstract a lesson in perseverance, I'm hoping that Theodore Geisel's life won't be. In order to publish one of his first books, To Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street, a story of a wild imagination of Marco McClintock, Dr. Seuss tried and was rejected from 43 different publishers over the course of 3 years, till he found one publisher who would listen to him. He kept writing those letters, overcoming his stumbling blocks, and eventually became the wild success that he is today. The point is, with the fortitude of an ant and the belief system of a child, I know that we could rebuild hills, communities, and someday even countries. In conclusion, and in keeping with the spirit of Dr. Seuss, here's my departing poem to you. Put on those shoes and decide where to go. Overcome those blues and learn how to grow. Remember Aggie pride and the tale of the ant. Walk with great stride and ne'er say that you can't. Thank you, graduates, and congratulations.